I'm lost. So.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This ref look like the baby.
Carson Wentz and the Minnesota Vikings versus Tom Brady and the Chicago Bears.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 5th season now, the former number 2 overall pick, Carson Wentz.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no, 2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has
every female I knew growing up was in love with that nigga.
If you don't take care of him first.
And this will be
pictures of him, posters. Yeah.
So trouble already.
I was like, God damn, yo, like they really like this nigga. Jesus.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for Aguilar.
Oh yeah, early. Fuck out of here, nigga. Carson Wentz.
Run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. And they will be led out by their 6'4"
We've been doing so many fantasy drafts. Y'all got a lot of y'all over there on PS4. You domain.
He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Yeah.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
We got another season.
Touchdown.
Season they got fucking
Bears. Ian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return.
This nigga really came back.
To the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This nigga screams so raw.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds
nigga, he ready.
And he takes us up to the 40.
He's ready.
Before being corralled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
Nigga,
Result here, a pickup of
we
8.
ready, boy.
With 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries
give me that nigga.
Missing in their loss last
Told you we ain't ready. We ain't worried about Dalvin Cook.
Same feeling I did during our meetings that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball.
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last
Oh God,
week.
I got you. Pre-existing injuries and all of that. I got you. I always forget and then draft some injured niggas. I do the same shit, bro. Stupid nigga. Oh, he breaking tackle. Damn. That's what I remember him now, man. This nigga was, hey, this nigga was scrambling like a motherfucker on me, so. The Vikings. These niggas ain't no bitches. They got defense and they got offense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A 1st carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
Vikings.
1st down. Here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain.
That nigga know how to drive, man.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
A quick pass out to Aguilar.
Give me him.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
Stop playing with that man. 4th down, kick that field goal. Missed that.
Pretty good deal.
Give him a yard on the play.
Oh, he going for it. Hey, these niggas ain't no bitches.
Running for it.
He's gone.
Oh, and I think
come on, man. Stop playing, bro.
He did. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down.
Hey, no bullshit.
We'll get the football back.
My defense is here.
Their 1st drive of the game, already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings, nothing.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones.
Go with that boy. He is
And
not
he'll
one
be
of them.
brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This is Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Brady. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
Give me that first. He a big boy.
Up there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Early in the game like they have.
Tackle
made there by Josh Bynes. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's third down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Chicago.
Throwing now is Brady. That's caught by Jackson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Sean Jackson. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They run with Hunt. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him.
Oh, he hit that.
This Minnesota D
I respect
to
it.
the task on the third down pass play.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot, who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. Ebron with it over the
Man, he ain't never complete
A
that.
gain of 6 there on first.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
Let's go, defense.
Complete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Right side caught by Jackson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
And that's
a completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
No.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before half for Brady. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes.
Damn, Lamar.
Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world.
Come on, Detroit, be losing. Get your ass whooped.
At home.
Damn, they
and that one's at halftime.
Kirk Cousins ain't playing, yo.
James Conner,
Roethlisberger needs to turn up, man.
In that first half. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Brady.
Man, fuck! I overread. Oh, I didn't read it right. Did not read it right.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk, but it'll be second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Come on.
Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
The Bears take over first and 10. At their own 26.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Bears.
Now it's Hunt. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on second down, Brady complete, the tight end Kelsey. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
And the Bears first down.
Now Hunt. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Brady's throw there complete, and he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Chicago.
Here's Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? A slant to Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2nd and 9. At the 11-yard.
On 2nd and 9, Brady to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up for the 1st and goal. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Travis Kelce hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now Amendola. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Come here.
So
Dang.
that time, Charles, the quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And the pressure gets to him again. Jihad Ward, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Oh my God, bro! The Lions are OP. What the fuck?
For the touchdown.
I need somebody to beat their ass.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Jackson now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Throwing after the interception. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
He jumped.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
That's gay as fuck.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And
what?
he'll be tackled at about the 35.
This you? You need help?
Get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Dude, I just threw
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Tied up.
On 1st down, it's Cook, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Okay.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wentz, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively,
you almost left with chunk laws on?
Oh my God. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Defense!
Cook was fighting for
Defense! Kick the damn ball, y'all.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes
Come on,
to go.
kick that bitch.
So the Vikings in possession of the
He ain't even got it in him. He ain't got no boot.
And they're looking at
So
4th
boot
down
like
now in this tie ball game. And I don't think
he ain't got it in him.
It does not. It's no good. Especially when there, as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Hey, really? Be safe, okay?
Range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground again. It's Hunt. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's going to go.
Let's go. That's a big time play.
And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
Get your block,
yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll run again with Hunt. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw, Brady. And it's complete to Kelsey. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I came to win. I ain't coming to
Vikings going to
play.
use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try to run with Hunt. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They run again with Hunt, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they would have loved to have scored a touchdown there, but this still sets them up for a game-winning field goal attempt.
Dang.
Good.
Ball game.
On the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen
Ball
one
game.
on the road. drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Chicago, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3. Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Hey, did you win, Nick? I won, yeah. I won by 3 points. Huh? Huh? Yeah. What? A drink or Doritos? Yeah. But you're not about to eat all of them, though. Yeah, get a plate. What's wrong with this nigga, man? This nigga is wrong. What's wrong with this nigga? It's a streamer. Is that enough? Give me the bag.
everybody in the building for real. Appreciate it.
Fuel your pets first with the right food, right from the start. All new Baby Blue for Blue.
Got great dad, got Dion, got fucking dad, got fucking Toto, got a lot of, got Madden, Matt, got a lot of guys. Every time I talk to line, everything is not become good.
Oh yeah, nigga.
I don't know what type of time these guys on, but y'all motherfuckers crazy, man. Come on, man.
You ready, big dog?
Y'all motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, bet.
But this though, bro, you bags, bet that. Now you talking. Bags, now you talking.
Wow.
Now you talking, man.
You secured your shit again, bro. Yeah, bro.
Michael Jackson was that. I send you $50 to your cash app.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jameis Winston and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Tom Brady and the Chicago Bears.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars. From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well. Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". And what a performance in his last game. A couple touchdown passes, that was positive. But more than 2 interceptions. Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards into Chicago first down. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and 9, Brady. Oh, he got
motherfucker.
And he pulls it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Come on, give him 30 yards there. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive? Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Shotgun now for Brady. The quick slant caught. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. A a toss play to Hunt. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their 26-year-old quarterback in his 6th season from Florida State, Jameis Winston.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 16 carries, 78 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
On 3rd down, Winston. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Jaguars 0.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Yeah, you locked in. I see you locked in. You be there. You might be a little banged up, but we're going to be there.
Get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They do go for it. It's Brady. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense...
How do you overthrow that? With the fucking grand badge on.
He's at the 30, 10, and he will take this.
Oh my fucking god. Like, that's the stupidest shit on this game, bro. What the fuck?
Almost becoming the base pattern Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, hey, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Brady now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation.
Hey, E-Man calling the FaceTime.
Successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Brady now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, it's Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Travis Kelce.
Oh my God, this nigga Travis Kelce just hit a backflip.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
Yeah, he was jail fighting you for real.
No surprise there, 3rd and goal down.
Nigga grabbed your balls. Let's get the fuck off me.
That big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with.
This is still tender. Whoa, hold on, Philly.
If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Yeah, this shit tender, huh?
Here's Dante Pettis on the return.
That's a good
It's a
one.
pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own
Hey, go away.
Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And that'll bring up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A second down throw for Winston.
You let that nigga grab his ball.
Flushed out right. And now he's
Get him
going to use his
home.
legs. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50
he left that part out earlier.
In the first half. Winston from the gun on third down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Jameis now on first down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's second down. Working out of the gun. Winston. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Jameis again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It's a loss of 2.
Hell yeah.
It's halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it.
What you doing? You ain't getting on the game?
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Yeah, we in the party right now.
The Jaguars with work to do.
I'm listening to you. I'm about to try and add him right now.
They catch a body, they gonna idolize. Who in the party?
Shit, all of us.
Here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Pettis now on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Parker, we've seen Melvin Gordon do it a variety of ways running the football. How about that last run? A little shake and bake to it there, didn't he?
He did.
Kind of reminded me of when he was at Wisconsin and what he did in Nebraska. His last year there, 408 yards in a single game. At that time, that's the NCAA rushing record, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then a week later, Samaje Perine broke his record with 427 yards against Kansas. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, Can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Third and long for Winston. He'll buy some time right. He may try it. And Winston lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Brady. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up the little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
From the gun, Winston. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way.
This nigga Kareem Hunt trip over
and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Trip over anything.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Nigga trip over a blade of grass that's too goddamn tall.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defense.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Brady's throw there complete.
I hope the Lions lose in the playoffs, nigga. Them niggas thugging it. Yeah, we in the playoffs right now.
Back now in Jacksonville. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return will stop right around the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch.
Game over.
Points in this one, you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bears, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis,
He's a fucking goat. I'm here. Put up 7. And I want more.
This nigga beating this Madden guy nigga beating a nigga so bad online right now. 70-0 right now. 3rd quarter. How you got 70 points at the end of the 3rd quarter? Hey, they say the #1 seed is still up for grabs in my division, so we gotta stay strong out there, B. Stay strong, y'all. You so lucky you locked in, you little bitch. Dude, you're good. I'm looking at the tree. You was #1. You #1 in your division. Yeah, I'm still #5. I'm about to beat your ass. It's a bet. It's a bet. The Super Bowl gonna be later on tonight, man. We got you, bro. You ain't hip to shit, bro. You ain't hip to me. Start the share play, because I want to watch the rest of your game. Pro, competitive. Fuck that. That's cheating. Fuck that. Good defense, my boy. I'm telling you. Hey, baby. What's good?
We don't get in first place. Hey, listen, I know y'all don't like me, man. I know y'all definitely don't like me, man. I know y'all definitely don't like me kicking ass. That's my problem. That's my problem. Y'all don't fucking like me. Y'all fuck out. Right? The smoke shit. This how you smoke them. I come set a foot. How about we all leave? How about you get your bitch ass up out of here? How about we do that? I'm the fucking go on the fucking bench. I know it's not on my bench. I'm playing the new out here. If y'all want to think this game is rigged, y'all go talk to the dude out here in the fucking comments. Come on, man. I'm here in the fucking comments. Yeah, let that be the fake game. Yeah, let that be the fucking Yeah, let that be the fucking move. The rock to the close somebody on the fake game. So let that be the fucking Y'all know what time I'm on, man.
You ain't put that thing to make him kick slower on? What you put on there? Yeah. Oh yeah.
How about we fucking eye clip that? Can we get a fucking eye clip on that? Can we get an eye clip on that?
He beating his ass 82-0, bruh. He beating his ass 82-0, and it's an online game. He beating the fuck out this nigga's 84-0 now. He say, should I let him score? Fuck no. Bitch got 92 points, y'all. Dude ain't got a point. And the dude he playing is a streamer, like a big top streamer. He beating the fuck out this nigga. Shut up, nigga. You suck. That's because he get it out quick enough. He ballsy. Your division is garbage. Them niggas really threw the ball. This nigga got 100 points to his 0. That's bad, God. And he did this on the older one. What do you think about this nigga, bro? Nigga, advance. Nigga, that's all you need to do. Oh, nigga, you shut up, nigga. Me too. Me too, man. Show you the other way. Puff showed me where it don't fuck your game up. That nigga a reptile. This nigga weird. He talking about I just needed a pause.
Last couple of weeks have been like for you and the time you needed off? There's a lot of family and personal stuff going on, so just want to leave it at that. Can you shed some light on what the last couple of weeks have been like for you and the time you needed off?
Please, somebody text their mom and call them a bitch and then scream. Just scared. You don't want to call your mom a bitch? You don't want. If you don't want to call your mom a bitch, then please. I don't give a fuck how old he is. Michael Jackson, we just broke us the Lord, man. Come on. I am the first.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Well, niggas be in the whole chairs getting weave put in their head though. Hey, I'm locked in. Number 1. I'll see you soon, motherfucker. Look, bro, don't worry about what we over here. We about to do with my niggas, bro. Yeah. Fuck that nigga.
It'll be just like you. Let me see the ice.
Why is this nigga story so long?
Okay, let me get a good 360.
Goonie. Yeah, I'm about to play Green Bay, so I know this game probably gonna have snow. And I'm at home. Nigga, we just told you 3 times, nigga. Don't nobody care about your little middle name, nigga. This nigga beating his ass 114-0. He doing that nigga so bad. Yeah, they coming for that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. That's who my receiver, the number 1. Hold on. You got Julio? I thought I had Julio. Hold on. Hold on. Kareem Hunt, number 2 in the NFL. Travis Kelce, number 1 in the NFL. Hold on. Oh, shit. Yeah, I got Julio Jones. Yeah, Julio Jones and Travis Kelce leading the league. Hold on. Not yours. Hold on. No, you like what it is leading the league in rushing right now. And he a rookie. These niggas all got 4,000. Tom Brady got 3,000 passing yards. Damn, I feel like a slouch. Damn.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. Chicago Bears versus Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
And the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 22 carries, 64 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of
There we go, Larry.
Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
11 yards there,
There we go,
first
Larry.
down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is Hunt on the draw play. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This is the last week. They pulling the Browns.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. A slant to Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kareem Hunt with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Boy, once you get Kareem Hunt in the open field, look out. He's got speed to burn, and he showed off the wheels on that one.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Okay, so the Packers offense ready to go to work, and the man in charge is the 26 overall pick from April's draft, and that is Jordan Love out of Utah State.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Love. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Here's Jackson to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got room. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 6-yard line. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Let's go.
Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Who wants some? At his 48-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 42. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. Bernard, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's where we turn you around and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance.
Quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be. A next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Blowout. Anyone real? I'm up. Yeah.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Packers, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with
That's what's wrong.
How long the MVP front runner? If anybody else got to say something different. girlfriend about that, then come see me. I'm right here in Beatmore outside the bank. If you got an issue with that, come see me. I'm about that. Big trust. Woo woo. Lamar Jackson in the flesh. Yes, sir. Big trust. You don't want to listen. MVP. You don't believe it? Come see me. Trust. You got the shirt on, bank. You can meet me outside the bank. Or wherever you want. You name the place. MVP. Been telling y'all that. I seen boys rocking Dior, Fendi, Gucci. Seen one that polo on. But you know what the best threads is? That ball, man. Cause you got a ball, man. I seen boys. Look at the detail. All here in the Look at the detail. All here in the Throw that ice though one time for the one time. That boy got down. You see it? That ain't for show. This for gold.
Yeah, baby. Huh? For my friends to watch it.